It's an alarming new health warning right as we're heading into summer. Trips to the ER surging nationwide to record highs from tick bites.
And we're joined live by Dr. Anthony Guarasino with UPMC Harrisburg. Thank you so much for joining us, doctor. Let's start with the spike in ER visits. How serious is what we're seeing right now?
So as you expect, right, people are outside, they're getting injured, they're having heat-related issues. You know, this is typical, but we're ready to handle it, whether it's our ER or another ER.
Yeah, so a lot of people know about Lyme disease, but not everyone knows about the Lone Star tick. What makes this tick especially concerning?
Well, what makes it concerning is the fact that you can develop an anaphylactic or allergic reaction to meat products, or really any product derived from mammals. So the ticks transmit alpha gal, which is a carbohydrate or actually sugar molecule found in other mammals. It's not found in humans. And when it transmits it via its saliva into our bodies, our immune system recognizes that it's foreign. And so the next time we're exposed to alpha gal, when we go to eat a steak or an egg or a piece of pork, we could have an allergic reaction to it.
So talk a little bit about what symptoms should raise red flags after a tick bite, both for tick-borne illnesses and for alpha-gal syndrome.
So you may not have any symptoms right away from alpha gal. It's obviously going to be delayed because it's when you then consume a product that comes from an animal. With Lyme disease, you know, you usually look for the rash, the bullseye rash, which is clearly Lyme disease is the most common tick-borne illness in Pennsylvania. And you'll often, you know, feel kind of flu-like symptoms. Joint aches, fever, things like that. And that's the I think what's worrying people about alpha gal is the symptoms are delayed. You won't if you don't notice the tick bite, you won't notice you have a problem until you have experienced that allergic reaction. Fortunately, even if you're bit by a Lone Star tick, most people actually will never develop that allergy. It's only a subset of individuals who have Lone Star tick bites that actually develop allergy to red meats and other mammal products.
Yeah, doctor, and quick question about that. How reliable is testing? Because I think people are also worried about doing a test and getting a negative result, but they're still feeling the symptoms. So what kind of test should they be asking for then?
So the Department of Health, associated with the Pennsylvania Department of Health, rather, can test the tick if you have the tick. There's also an alpha gal antibody test. So that's really what they would ask their physician for an alpha gal antibody test.
What's the one message you want families to know about going into the summer when it comes to tick bites, Doc?
Well, take precautions regardless, whether it's alpha gal or tick bite or Lyme disease. You know, wear long sleeve, wear long pants. I know it looks goofy, but you should probably put your socks up over the end of your pants so the ticks can't get up under your pants. Use approved insect and tick repellents. Spray them on your clothes. And then when you come home from being outside, do a tick check. Check your body, check your partner, have them check you. And obviously, if you find a tick, remove it as soon as possible.
Dr. G coming with the good reminders ahead of the summer season. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us.
You're quite welcome. Thanks for having me.